Hey Shirley, I read your paper and I really liked it. I enjoyed learning more about Chinese culture and how it relates to wine, Chinese wine culture. So I can tell you've done a lot of research and you've put a lot of work into it and done a great survey. Um, so what I'm going to do is, it's your first draft, so of course you need to make some changes. What I'm going to do is put the video camera onto your paper and talk about some of the corrections I think you need to make. I hope you can understand everything I'm saying. If anything's not clear, uh, let me know. Email me or call me and I can talk you through it. So you've done a lot of good work, and I look forward to reading more after you make some of these few corrections. One of the things your paper's going to need is a title page. All right, title 2 inches down from the top, then by your name about halfway down the page. Below that, put thesis over here to the left. Then at the bottom, 1 inch from the bottom, right, the course, the teacher's name, the date. On your first page, you begin. This title needs to be 2 inches down. So start writing. Put the title right here and then start writing. Another change you're going to need to make is you begin with the history of wine, but you need to have an introduction paragraph where you state the purpose of this paper and who you're writing to. Then after introduction, then you can start with the history of wine. Here, you talk about in the 3rd century BC to about, but you don't say when, so you add what time you're talking about. The second paragraph, wine in China, you begin talking a little bit about history. Here about Zhang Jai brought red wine to China in the Han Dynasty. But then you talk more about China, the wine market, a little bit more about the wine market in China. So I think these are 2 different paragraphs. Since you talk about the history of wine in Western countries, you need to talk about the history of wine in China, and then talk about the modern market, the modern Chinese wine market. Here in this paragraph, under wine in China, you say that the wine market in China is not shaping up very well. But other places you talk about in your paper, and I'll show them to you in a little bit, you say that it's developing rapidly. So that's a contradiction. You can't have it not developing well and developing rapidly. So you need to make that clear. Which one is it? Anytime you talk about red wine, you just say, Zhang Jai brought red wine to China. You don't say the red wine. There's no the. But you would. Methodology wouldn't come under your introduction. Instead, you'd put this with the next section as part of your questionnaire. And here, this is too much space. You can't have this much blank space. Only